far down is she? A little over 60 feet. You'll never get to her in time this way. We've got to stick a shaft. Get the cable tool rig and some 26-inch casings about 80 feet of them. Better bring the big scow. Right. We better bring that big cable crane too. Okay. We'll stick it about here. We've got to have more light. We're on any generators in town. I'm having a power line strung in. We can't wait for that. Come on, you guys. Give me a hand. We need your help, folks.
Good evening.
All of you who have cars, please drive them to the edge of this road. Park them with their headlights facing towards me. Turn on the lights and keep your engines running so the batteries won't burn down. Please do this as quick as possible. Thank you.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Good evening, y'all. We got a story time. Oh, I got a story time. Hit the like button, everybody. If you're in the bushes watching, please hit the like button for me so that my live will go out. I would be greatly appreciated. Wait a few more minutes for some of my people, the regulars, to come on in. Y'all can hit the like button. It don't cost a thing. All I can see is the number going up. I can't see you. Y'all know the routine. If you're new viewing my channel, please consider hitting the subscription button so that you'll know when I come live. I normally try to be consistent and come live every night at 9 o'clock. However, sometimes I may come on earlier. Sometimes I may come on during the day as well. So I try to give y'all some good content. And I would ask that y'all view my channel, view some of my lives, watch some of my lives, even if you don't watch it the whole hour through, or put it on and just let it play while you're doing some chores or some errands. That would help. I would greatly appreciate it, and that would help me get to my first 1,000 hours. I'm trying to get to my first 1,000 hours. So if you could be so kind to listen to my lives, put it on. You can be doing some housework. You could be taking a bath, taking a shower. Just let it play. You don't have to just sit there and listen to it. View a couple of my shorts. I'm trying to get to my first 1,000 lives. Hey, Riri, how you doing? Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? Welcome over. Thanks for coming and sitting with me today. Y'all doing okay? Everybody doing okay? Everybody that's watching, y'all doing okay? I got into this little movie. It's an old movie. It's called The Whale. It's called The Whale. It's an old movie. It's a black and white movie. Eventually, it gets into like a little race war where the whites beating up on the blacks and the blacks attacking the white, and really for no reason at all. You know, a lie is easily, you know how you play that game. I tell you a word. I say money, and by the time it gets to the end of the person, it may say $1,000 worth of money, or money was found. Every time you say that word, it changes over. The story changes over. So that's kind of like how the movie is. And Can't tell you how it end because I'm still trying to figure out how I know how it's gonna end, but it was I just happened to be going on my YouTube and it came across the well and it had a little girl and it was in black and white. So I'm like, what is this about? So as I was reading the credits, it was like, I don't know, nobody on here, none of these names sound familiar, whatever, whatever. And even the people on there don't look familiar. It like one or two men kind of look familiar, but I'm not sure. I don't know their names. But it's a real interesting kind of cute movie. Um and it's something like I said, one person said something in the town, a lie started, and it just went around the town. Then somebody else told, said something. It went around the town. Just a bunch of lies was told, and they did kind of start a little race feud, but it almost was a race war. So I'm not gonna tell you. So if y'all want to see it, I caught it on YouTube, so y'all can catch it on YouTube. I really want to see what the ending of it is like, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it. Well, let me pause it. Let me pause it so that I can see it. I'll catch the last few minutes of it because it was like a hour and 30 minutes. That's all that it was. So again, I am Classy Lady, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time viewing me, please consider to hit the subscription button so that whenever I come on, you can come on and engage in my channel and listen, participate. I try to come on at 9 o'clock and be consistent to come on at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'll come on earlier during the day, and sometimes I'll play music earlier during the day. So if you are viewing my channel, passing through, you may want to skip through the first 8 minutes, and then I'll start my content. The first few minutes, I will acknowledge my chat, which I'm going to do now. Make sure everybody I have so far acknowledged the two people that have dropped down. So I would like if the other people that's in the bushes or that's passing through watching me, can you go ahead and hit the like button? It's free. It's the three dots in the corner, or you can double tap the screen, or you may even have a thumbs up. That's what that means. So I might be doing this doing my story time or whatever. So my title tonight is, I try to spell it. It's for hire. M for hire. Erda for hire. I mean Erda plot. Not for hire. Because they broke, they can't afford to pay nobody to do nothing. So this sector that I'm in, it's been a chain of events that's been going on, and I decided I wanted to talk about this particular thing that's going on, and it's a true story. I'm gonna change the maybe the characters' words, or I'll change it different so nobody can say, you know, it's for entertainment and educational and informational. I'll put it like that. Um, you just don't believe. Well, I can kind of believe what some people do. So anyway, this all started from what we can gather so far. This all goes back to I'm going to say a Valentine's Day raffle of a basket. Okay. And say this basket, this particular lady wanted to give so many gift baskets with money away. Okay. And so She asked that anybody that wanted to be involved. Hey, loving my grandsons. She asked anybody that wanted to be involved in the raffle of the Valentine basket with money to be given away. Hey, Gloria Wiley. That it was $30 to get into the raffle. Now, just say, depending on how many people that participated, the ultimate goal was to give each basket winner $500. Okay, so if you won the gift basket, it was going to be $500, and all you had to do to take a chance was to put $30 in. Now, hey Amber, blah blah. Well, Amber, I just said the basket was worth $500. $500 in cash in there, in the basket. $500 in the basket. Okay. So yeah, it was worth it. Because when you're taking a chance, you're taking a chance that you may win, you may lose. So anyway, that happened. So one particular lady gave her, put in her $30. Nobody held a GUN, a pew pew to her head to say you have to participate in this Valentine's Day basket raffle. You did it at free will. Some people were so gracious enough that some of the ladies that they were acquainted with may not had all the money, and they may have paid, maybe half for them. Or if one particular lady only had $20, one of the other ladies was so nice to pay the other $10 so that their name could go in the raffle. Some of the ladies paid it forward and may have paid for 3 or 4 people names to go in the drawing. Okay, so now that's the basis of the raffle. You paid the $30, you had a chance to win $500 or more in cash from the basket. Okay, now this one particular lady that put in her money for the raffle, she wanted to speak with the lady that was doing the raffle. However, the lady that was doing the raffle that particular year, she's not the type of person to talk on the phone. Well, what is it that you want to talk to me about? You can reach me through email, Instagram, something like that, through social media. As far as me giving you my personal number, I'm not going to do that, because, of course, this is somebody off of social media. And so she didn't want to give her number. This is the content creator. She didn't want to give her number out. All right, so I'm going to be skipping through some parts or whatever. So she had a lady that was helping her with a particular group, and the lady got a little messy, so she didn't want the lady to want to be associated with the lady, so she disassociated herself with the lady that was helping her. So she started a big old ruckus about everything, and she made like the woman had got like, if all her subscribers gave $30, oh, it would have been $160,000 or $80,000. Well, you know that if you've did church raffles, you got kids, you've done school raffles, asking people to buy stuff for your child for a fundraiser. And you may have 20 relatives, and all 20 of your relatives are not going to participate in the raffle. So how could you base that on? So somebody at your school could say, oh, well, you had 20 relatives, so you should have turned in XYZ worth of money. Well, all 20 of your relatives didn't participate, so no, you can't base that on that. It's all who participated. So everybody's name went in the drawing, and they did a spin wheel, and your name was on the spin wheel. And when they spin the wheel, whoever name it landed on, that's who won the baskets. and it was done on on a live. Okay. And you had to have Cash App or Zelle, something like that, where they could get the money to you. So that was done, and the people who participated, the random people in the drawing, say five or 10 people won the $500 gift basket for Valentine's Day, and they were paid their $500. Game over. This lady uh wants to start a war with this lady. She just kept nitpicking and nitpicking and nitpicking with this lady for no reason. All because the lady didn't want to talk to her on the telephone. You don't have to, I don't have to talk to you on the telephone if I don't want to. If I choose to give you my personal number, then that's something else. If I don't want to, I don't have to. That's my right. Same thing as my email, or if I have a Facebook or I'm on TikTok or whatever. I don't have to give you that information if I don't want to. The stuff that I talk to y'all about on a nightly basis, I tell you because I want to tell you. That's something that I want to share. I don't have to share. And some of the stuff I've shared has been intimate, such as my testimonies. I didn't have to tell you that. I could come on here and bull spit you every night with a bunch of bull of some stuff that's not true, or make up stories or whatever. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm an honest person. And if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right, or I'm not going to do it at all. Okay? So this is kind of how this woman is. If she's going to do something with her name on it, it's going to be done right. So the lady that did the $30 after the drawing, she wanted her $30 back. Lady, hey Bama, how you doing? How you going to ask for your money back after the drawing is over with? Your name was in there just like everybody else. And nobody put anything to your head, to your neck, saying you had to give your money. So this little nitpicking and stuff went on and on and on and on. 3 years, say 2.5 years later, probably going on 3 now. And you still worried about this $30. So the group that's the lady formed a little private group. Everybody in the group was like, God, Leah, she's still talking about this $30. Shoot, I'll give her the $30 out of my pocket. This don't make no sense. For 2.5 to 3 years later, you still whining about $30. Hey, we could have been gave you $30 back if you gonna keep up this much ruckus behind $30. It really don't make sense. It's petty, it's childish, and my channel is set for 24 years and older. I don't even want 18 to 24 years old on my channel. So when the trolls drop down in my channel, or people make comments or whatever, that lets you know it's somebody 25 years or older, somebody ignorant that want to troll the page, because I have it set for 20 over 24 years. You have to be 24 years or older. I'm not even playing with 18 to 24. No, I don't even want them in my chat. So this lady is being childish. So I just, it's been going, and it's been festering on or whatever. So now, after she then talked about the woman and dug all into the woman's history, you found a way to get the woman's social security number. You have this lady's date of birth. You know where she stay, her address. You done got all her personal information, and you all in this lady's medical records and putting this information out to other people. Okay? I wouldn't want that to happen to me, and I wouldn't do it to anybody else. And frankly speaking, I don't know how I would handle that situation about you putting out my personal information. Um, because hearing this and hearing this lady say that her personal info is being put out and spread it everywhere make me want to catch flights to handle something for her, which I know I love my freedom. But it just makes you so angry for somebody to be so vicious and evil and have an evil heart, evil black heart to do something like that. Um, she her upbringing and things was not good. It wasn't good at all. And she's angry. She's angry. This is the $30 woman. That's what I'm gonna call her. The $30 woman. This woman is angry. She had a somewhat brutal, um, unwanted upbringing since a child, since a baby. Okay, so when you look at it, this woman is hurt, and she's spewing her hurt and anger towards other people. She really needs to get some help because she's going to the at this point she's going to the point of the deep end. And when I say the deep end, she's gotten to the point where she wants to unalive somebody. She plotted to unalive somebody. Hey, Kiss by the Ring. Hey, Laverne. That's somebody sick and demented, reprobated mind, demonic, evil, whatever you want to call it. She's gotten to that point. So go back to after she, the lady, she's gotten into her business and everything of that nature, and she's ragtagging this woman over social media, calling her name. The lady had a deceased child, performing funerals online of the woman's child, have went as far as getting obituaries of this woman's child, doing animated stuff where they are placing this woman's child. They went on the woman's child's Facebook and got pictures and using the child's picture in a coffin. One of her co-partners put the child's, when I say child, not a baby or anything of that nature, but it's still the woman's child. Putting it in a jar and calling it a pickle jar, putting the head of the person in a pickle jar. Just all kind of evil and demonic stuff. Just torturing this woman till the doing the most that would make a person that's not saved or don't know how to pray and get on their knees and ask God to help them. Ask God to help them, help the mother. Because sometimes you can catch a person and they not in the, and you catch them in the wrong frame of mind, and that person that you're tormenting can meet you where you at. Just like you figured out her address or whatever, she can find out where you are in your address and meet you where you are. Those who are on social media know or may know about a couple of months where these two content creators were going back and forth, back and forth. I don't, it wasn't a race type thing, but the one that did the unaliving was, I think of a Hispanic, mix, non black, but mix, looked to be Hispanic, could have been white or whatever, and the couple he unalived was black. And the couple that he unalived was in Vegas on vacation. But they going back and forth on the internet taunting each other. Oh, I bet you better not come to my city. I bet you I'll find you and I'll do this. Oh man, you ain't gonna do nothing, blah, 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 blah. The couple that was unalive took it lightly. Took it lightly. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing, they just talking. You can never underestimate a person, a fool, a person with a reprobated mind, a person that just wants some get back. So they're on live, walking the strip. They walking the strip. The man and his wife, they're on their phones too, trying to find them. Just so happened they passed right by him the first time. The wife steady looking on her phone. Oh, babe, we passed them up. They turn around. Sure enough, the couple was standing right there. They get into a brief argument, brief struggle. Next thing you know, the white Hispanic man pulls out a weapon, unalives the man right on the spot. Well, he pew-pewed the man. The woman screams, "That's my husband." And, oh no, oh no, oh no. Pew-pew. Unalived her. They both passed on the strip of Vegas. This was last year. So we can never underestimate. And this was on live. Unfortunately, we didn't see him actually pew-pew when it went off, but you could hear the screams, and the man dropped his phone. He got the wife. She dropped her phone. People screaming, yelling. You got people with babies. You have just people. Yeah, if you've been to Vegas, you know the Vegas Strip. It don't matter what time of the year it is. It could be busy. Just like New Orleans. That's two places for sure I know that it don't matter what time of the year, it could always be busy. Walking the Strip, walking Bourbon Street. Unalive, both of them. Right there. But he had told the guy when he seen that's what he was going to do to him. But the guy, nonchalantly, oh, he just talking, yeah, I'll be in the city, yeah, I'm coming on vacation, or blah, blah, blah. You don't let the right hand know what the left hand doing. And even if we would have gone, that guy knew the city. So he kind of knew where they were from the surrounding and the background. That's just like you come to my city. And I am a person that I pretty much know my city. I don't know everything in the city, but I do know key points. I have been on all 4 areas, north, south, east, and west. When I hear something on TV that's going on and they say, oh, it was a shooting, just like they said tonight. It was we have a lady called the Hood News before I got on, and she was telling about a shooting. And she said the main street. I knew the area of town because I just know. Okay. So we can't take something like that lightly, because people tell you what they're going to do, and sometimes they really mean it. Sometimes they really mean it. So fast forward to this lady, $30, okay? $30. After she has taunted the lady, she decides to go after one of the lady's daughters. Okay? Just say the daughter is a prosecutor. She's a prosecutor in the state. Okay? She decides to go after the prosecutor. Oh, she stalks her YouTube page. Prosecutor has a little personal YouTube page. She been having it for about 4 years. And basically, she would do a lot of blogging on her YouTube page um, about food, places her and her child would go and visit. And then she would come on and talk on live about different stuff about herself. A lot of times, most of the time, she liked astrology and talk about dating and things of that nature. So this woman, $30 is over 50. Okay. Prosecutor, smart, young. She's in her 30s. Now, $30, you old enough to be prosecutor's mother. But since you see you're not getting no traction with mama, because mama, you going for mama, mama cutting you down with her mouth. Mama got a mouth on her. She remind me of me. She can cut you down. She can go for you. And so she figured, okay, well, I ain't getting nowhere with mama. Let me go for daughter. You taunting daughter, you taunting daughter, you taunting daughter. Mama let you get so far. So Mama Bear let you get so far and you could push the wrong button. Mama Bear coming after you. And she gonna sit you down for a little bit. Okay, you sit down for a little bit and you pick up where you left off. So prosecutor, they get cases and stuff. Their caseloads get very busy and stuff. So sometimes they don't have time. They don't get on social media. They don't do such and such. Hey Bridget, how you doing? They don't know they're not on social media. That's their little pastime or whatever. So prosecutor ain't on here for a while. And so she had a busy, going on busy period of time. So when she kind of got stuff behind her, she started back getting on here, social media, talking and just talking about different things. Well, $30, you over there killing trees. Prosecutor was prosecuting the case. Y'all felt inclined to listen to the case. However, y'all tap into it and public or whatever. So no problem, y'all can listen. And y'all want to critique prosecutor on how she prosecuting the case and blase. End result, prosecutor wins first round of the case. Okay? Prosecutor wins the first round of the case. Oh, she lost the case. She lost the case. No, that's not what happened. Prosecutor won. So now the other people, the defendants, want to want to appeal. Okay. Hey, Jean Tolan, how you doing? Welcome. So, defendants want to appeal. Okay, we all know that's how stuff go. A sentence or whatever, verdict, whatever is handed down. Defendants, if it's not in their favor, they're going to appeal. Sometimes the prosecutors want to appeal it and go for it. Or sometimes they just, if they feel they lost, they just lost. So prosecutor won first round. Defendants want to appeal it. Oh, they just want the ragtag. She ain't do this. She ain't do that. Da. Okay. So now, prosecutor got some downtime now because this big case is down. They waiting on appeal. The other people got to do the appeal or whatever. Hey, Caribou. So $30, you really going in on prosecutor. Prosecutors just talking about random stuff. She going on vacation. She taking her child here. She taking a child there. She took a trip for her birthday. Um, just enjoying her life, trying to live her life. Okay. 30 year old, no, $30. Okay. Let me not forget who I'm talking about. $30 is getting very, very jealous of this 30-something-year-old. She's very, very jealous by this time. Envious. Blood started boiling. She's watching everything she does. She's critiquing if she's on YouTube talking about ice cream. Oh, she thinks she buys the best ice cream. She doesn't have a car. Well, youngster over here likes to exercise. She loves to exercise. She loves to walk. May walk to the grocery store at some point. Get groceries, walk back home. Oh, she don't have a car. She broke. She this, she that. Why is that any of your business? How much money that woman have and how much money that woman don't have? That you don't have to take care of her. She didn't ask you for a penny. As a matter of fact, the raffle for the Valentine Day basket wasn't even her idea. It was her mother's idea. So you didn't help fund her with anything. You didn't help fund her mama with anything. So why are you so worried about what prosecutor got going on over here? Hey, Marcy, how you doing? So you just raging with envy. So time progresses, time goes on. You still getting mad, upset about this woman. You want to critique everything prosecutor got going on. Now, $30, you done stole a whole bunch of money from your boss. We believe, we the people, it's just our theory, it's just our opinion, we don't know. We believe you on the run. Why we believe you on the run? Because it's stuff that come out of your mouth. When you go back to your hometown, oh, you moved from your hometown. Let me put that in there. You moved from your hometown to miles, several hundred miles away. So you in this new area. You, your whole family, your brother, his son, his two sons, your son, your daughter-in-law, about 8 of y'all in one house. And we think you the only one work. Because you the only one we hear saying going to work for 12 hours a day on some hard concrete where your toes is hurting. Your knees is bad. Your knees hurting. Hey, Lakeisha, you somewhere in here. Oh, you was at the beginning. So you hurting. Every day you go to work, it's getting worse and worse. Oh, you over 50. Hey, if anybody's over 50 in here, you know how it gets when you start to get older. Stuff start to hurting. So every day you come on, you have a page as well. You come on every morning when you get from work and you do a live and you feed to your audience a bunch of lies and a bunch of bull. And your audience sit in your audience and listen to this. And they know you lying. They know you straight up lying. But being that some of the people in your audience don't like prosecutor's mom, so since they don't like prosecutor's mom, they tend to believe everything you saying. You got papers that you done made probably from your job, or either you go to the library and you call yourself researching this because in your little You're going back to your little girl age. And what you wanted to be in one of your dream jobs was an attorney. So, see, she's going after this prosecutor because you want that prosecutor's job. You want to live the life of that prosecutor. That prosecutor is raising her child, making her six figures, got a Coke bottle shape, can wear a two-piece bikini with no stomach showing, got a little hump in the back, pretty face, small waist, long hair, beautiful young lady, smart as a whip. Because I am not only a prosecutor in one state, I'm a prosecutor in 3 states. I've taken the state bar in 3 different states where I can practice law. $30 is human. $30 is mad pissed. She pissed at this to festivity. Prosecutor moves from one state back to her home state and lives in the big city of the state that she came from. She living in Beverly Hills. Clock that T. So you mad at prosecutor, this young black prosecutor, pretty face, little waist, little rump in the back, 6 figures, doing the dang thing. You fuming behind that because in your little girl mind from years ago, you wanted to be a lawyer, but you didn't make it. Instead, you're working in a warehouse job. You have 10 kids that you have no close connection with. You have no close connection with your 10 kids. None. Your first child you had at 10. You had your first child at 10. So y'all grew up together. Y'all grew up together. Then by the time you was 12, you had 3 more. Now y'all, I'm kind of, those in the chat that know the story, y'all know that I'm kind of offsetting it because I'm not saying allegedly, because I'm not, y'all know. But it is a true story. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm just kind of throwing off some points. But what I am saying, it is a true story, and it is the true players of what I'm saying. The ages may be different. The titles may be different. But I'm just trying to give you the scenario of the Erda plot. Okay? Hey, React with Yo-Yo. Hey, ex-granny. So, anyway, so $30 is so upset with prosecutor, young prosecutor, till she gets with, I'm speeding it up a little bit. She gets with the other friend, and they have a group. They decide to make a private group because prosecutor's mom has a private group and got some strong women in that group. There are some writers in that group that supports prosecutor and mother and the family 100%, down like 4 flat tires. Mama Bear have had her channel for 5 years. She have some riders that been riding with her for 5 years. Not just riding with her, but has memberships. She has writers that cash apps, super chats, super stickers, big dollars, big dollars. So $30 and her friend that was told to get away from Mama Bear years ago that have caused havoc in Mama Bear's life for the past 4 years, they decide to start a group. So in this group, there are women. I'm pretty sure some law-abiding women, and I'm pretty sure there may be some upstanding women, some Christian women, some women that believe in God, some women that believe in right and wrong. But being that y'all are so brainwashed that I don't like Mama Bear, y'all go along to get along with everything and anything that these people say in this group. Mama Bear and Mama Bear's group note that they are very much well talked about because they read the chats and things of that nature. And it's very messy, 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 messy. But $30 in the group decides she's plotting against prosecutor to unalive prosecutor. Okay? Nobody said nothing. Nobody peeped a word about this Erda plot that was supposed to take place by $30. Meanwhile, $30 is trying to get a lawsuit on prosecutor because prosecutor struck her page for her taking pictures, took a picture off her page of her minor child and put it on her page. So prosecutor struck her. That was one. Then prosecutor was doing doodling on her desk, and while she was on live and just showed the picture. $30 decides she gonna take the picture and make her a shirt from it and put it on her page. Oh, this is what a prosecutor does, wasting taxpayers' money. Put it on her page, calling herself taunting prosecutor. Prosecutor turned around, struck her page because that was her picture. You had no right taking her picture, putting it on your page, talking about it without her permission. $30 is getting hotter and hotter. Oh, she's copped now. She's then got the help of another content creator that he wished he was an attorney. They plotting and planning, making copies and copies and copies. This woman would have a stack of papers every morning that she done copied of laws and wanting to be a lawyer and saying that she gonna when she take her to court, she gonna represent herself. Stacks and stacks of paper. She done kill up a whole bunch of trees making copies of something she don't even know what she doing. But you haven't been to law school. You don't really know nothing about the law when it really comes down to the law. But you want to go to court. You hoping your little stuff go to court where you can get a case against prosecutor. And y'all go to court. And you, $30, is going to represent yourself in court against the prosecutor. How well you think that's going to end? I just seen a bunch of people representing themselves. I just seen the bailiff dang near pull them up by the collar of their neck and escort them out of court. Either that way or handcuff them and take them out of court. Because you just sat there and made a fool of yourself. Or the judge give you opportunity to either give you a what's that prepaid lawyer or hire you somebody. Because right now you sounded like a fool. And you may have a case, but if I rule right now, I'm going to take you and all them papers and throw y'all outside on the front steps of the court. So you got a choice to get you a court appointed lawyer, or you can hire your attorney before you come back in here with this bull crap. Every day she goes on her live. She conned the people out of money saying she's going to get an attorney, she's going to get an attorney, she's going to get an attorney. These people giving her money, pouring money into her for an attorney. She never got an attorney. So in this group, come to find out, she planned to go to this woman's state and do some harm to her. First, she was gonna go there and serve the papers herself. Okay. And I guess when she walked up on the prosecutor and she called herself gonna serve the prosecutor, like the prosecutor wouldn't know who she was when she saw her, because your face is plastered all over the YouTube. Then if she gave her any problems, she was gonna unalive her. But not just that, this woman has been plotting since sometime last year, after the summer, to unalive prosecutor. She didn't say how she was gonna do it, if she get caught, how much time she would have to serve. She getting a numbnut over here that lives in a shed. Her co-partner lives in a shed out in the woods. Nope, no lie, no bullshit. Her counterpart lives in a shed in the woods. No running water. Just a hot mess. $30 over here. 8 people live in her house. She got 10 children. She don't even talk to them. She got 39 grandchildren. She don't even know them. They don't know her. But you got time to worry about prosecutor and her child. You worry about prosecuting her child when you got family that you could be taking care of, helping, communicating with, doing things with. Now, the people in the group, they also knew this, because they discussing this in the group. And I guess they discussing it behind the scenes. Do you think that I would sit in a group or sit amongst women or men, and you sitting around talking about you going to unalive somebody, and you talking about how you going to do it, when you going to do it, and you going to get somebody to go with you to do it, and I don't say nothing about it? I'm not supposed to be accessory to nobody's crime. First of all, my heart wouldn't let me do it. Second of all, my God wouldn't let me do it. That wouldn't be good in his eyesight. I'm breaking a commandment. I'm breaking one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. And even though I don't slit your wrist or cut your neck or pew you, I sat there and I listened, and I knew what you were going to do. And I said nothing to nobody. If you didn't want them to know, hell, I don't care if they know. We don't live in the same state. We don't live in the same state. I don't know you. You don't know me. So if I would have said, hey, prosecutor, you know they plotting to unalive you. You need to get at me, or get in prosecutor's inbox or something and tell her the details. But these dignified women and men, upstanding women, degreed women, some retired women, grandmas, aunties, nieces. Y'all said nothing. Y'all all going along to get along. Y'all said nothing to nobody. Now, all of y'all that was friends with each other, y'all all falling out now. Oh, y'all telling on each other. One did this, one did that, one talking about this one. Oh, you a pothead, you a drunk, you a prostitute, you a thief. Y'all been knowing all this all along about each one of these people. But now, and everybody else that knew them knew the same thing too. But now, y'all done fell out. Somebody came in and shook it up. Y'all done fell out. So now, you old drunk. That's all you do is drink. You fall down and get drunk. And da 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 da. Y'all falling out. Y'all backstabbing. Oh, y'all backstabbing each other. Backstabbing. 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 Y'all got another friend over here that should be working at Walt Disney because she's good with her animation. She's good with the animation. Real good. You should feel like you a job at Walt Disney. You ain't do that. You helping with the plot. You help y'all all talking about it. You know about it. You making animations and stuff. You helping them. You giving them information. Y'all exchanging information. All y'all in it. But now they didn't feel out with you. Now you want to tell prosecutor. Yeah, I know that they was trying to do it. They been trying for several months now. Yeah, they ain't telling you that. They been talking about you and plotting and planning against you for several months now. Oh. I ain't saying kiss by the ring. Kiss this ring too. I ain't saying. But anyway, animation knows all about it. But now they done turned on animation. So animation want to holler at prosecutor. Now animation done made animations about prosecutor whole family, prosecutor mama. Oh, animation can take your picture and make you look crazy as I don't know what. She could take my picture. And I know I'm not looking bad. I'm not up here looking bad. I know not one day I don't come on here looking bad. Yeah, I got a galaxy eye. Yeah, I got a galaxy eye. Everybody see it. So you ain't got to wonder about it. The eye. Something wrong with my eye. It really is. It's sick. It done had surgery. I done had a detached retina. So yeah, I got a galaxy eye. But I'm not ashamed of it. You don't see me coming up here like this. You don't see me on a black screen. The only way I'm going to come on here that you don't see my face is I'm tore up from the floor up. My hair is not done. And the only way my hair is not done is if I'm shampooing it or putting a rinse in it. I wear a bun. I wear this bun all the time. I got plenty of them. I have hair under here. You got to have hair in order to pull it back. I got some good hair too. You see them waves up there? Yeah. Around here, the little gray rough edges. But anyway. No, I wouldn't know of such a plan to keep it quiet either. Because my heart and conscience wouldn't let me do it. So animation. Oh, she want to tell. Let me get at your prosecutor. Got something to tell you. Girl, I'll give you all the information. I got all the information. Yeah, you got all the information because you just as loony as a tune. I'm not fit to sit up here keeping everybody's recording that I talk to. Because first of all, we're not going to do too much talking on the phone. And if I did talk to you on the phone, we're going to be talking about something. It's not going to be important. And if it come out, It's not going to be anything to incriminate me, embarrass me, shame me, do anything of that nature. Because if I want to talk about somebody, I talk about them. And I tell them to their face if I want them to know. So if I tell it to you and you decide to record it, I don't care. I don't care. Play the recording. Play it, Cletus. Play it. So I'm not going to tell you anything that I couldn't tell you myself. Like I said again, I come on here. The things I tell you is about me. I don't have to tell you. I tell you because I want to tell you. I tell you because it's a testimony. I tell you because it's a story, and I'm just going into things, and I feel we just talking about stuff. If you want to take something that I've said and use it against me, go right ahead. You the fool, not me, because I said it. I said it, and a bunch of people can hear it. So I'm not ashamed about it. So for you to take it, record it, and turn around and do my voice or do something different, that's you. You the one that's crazy, not me. You crazy. And animation is crazy. Because when you say something against her, she can't be talked about. She can't be talked about. I don't know what it is. She can't be talked about. But that's when you insecure about yourself. You're insecure child like mine. Okay? So you want to tell prosecutor not everything. Oh, you want to tell her the whole 9 yards. I'm going to give you all the information. You can make a police report. You can put a restraining order. You can sue. First of all, yeah, prosecutor do need to take action. Prosecutor, don't take this lightly. You need to take action. Because who in their right mind going to plot and plan against a policeman, a judge, a prosecutor, a Supreme Court, the president, any type of form of government official, the mayor, the governor? That's some serious, you get some serious charges just plotting and planning against a regular person. You get serious charges doing an order for hire of your own spouse or your children. When you get caught, that's some serious charges. But now you're going after a government federal official. You got to be crazy as a Betsy bug, like my mama used to say. You crazier than a Betsy bug. Ain't no way it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Prosecutor don't owe you nothing. Prosecutor don't owe you no money. She don't owe you no time. She don't owe you no nothing. She don't even have to buy you an ice cream cone. Maybe if she bought you a pint of ice cream, maybe you would be okay. I'm going to have to talk to prosecutor and tell her maybe she need to send her some flowers or buy her some ice cream. Or she like Temu wigs. Maybe she need to order her Temu wig. Maybe she need to get her a Temu gift card. Or maybe she need to buy her an expensive wig. She would probably be happy. But prosecutor is kind of, in a way, well, I would say in a way taking it lightly. But hopefully she takes the advice of people and works silently and go ahead and do something. Because it's somebody else we know. She went to court and she made a statement to somebody. Yeah, when I go back to court, I'm a paint that courtroom red, white, and blue. I'ma make sure that I'ma do something to myself, but I'm gonna paint that courthouse red, white, and blue with everybody in there. I don't care who in there. Everybody gonna get sprayed with the paint gun. Everybody gonna look red, white, and blue, patriotic by the time I finish. Yeah, how stupid was that? Somebody recorded her, got it back to the judge. Now you facing some more serious charges. You facing some more serious charges. So see, $30. Take heed from what that other good did and talking about being patriotic with the courthouse and the courtroom, and she got some serious charges on her. Take heed. Because just like the judge, the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the bailiff, the clerks, all of them in there, and they took it serious. Prosecutor is a government official. Prosecutor got a couple of certificates that made her federal in some parts. Take heed. So everybody telling now. Everybody pissed. Everybody telling on everybody. But nobody could say, psst, hey, prosecutor, psst, hey, one of y'all in her chat, they plotting to unalive prosecutor. Psst, Pigeon, can you take this message? SOS, can you deliver this message? 911, I want to report a crime. FBI, I want to report a crime. I know something. No, ain't nobody said it. Ain't nobody said spit about it. So now, everything's out in the open. There's nothing left to hide. Everything's out in the open. Everything out in the open. So everybody know now. So if anything, a little hair on her chinny chin on her head, everybody gonna be looking at $30. Yeah. But $30 is living in the age of her shoe size. And I don't care if her shoe size goes up to size 13 or size 8. She's still living in a child's mind. And you plotting and planning, and you've been harassing prosecutor for the last 2 years. Prosecutor ain't did nothing to you. You've been harassing prosecutor for the last 2 years. Here's my thought. Lord, I'm not speaking this over nobody. I'm just telling a story, Lord. I ain't speaking over nobody. Lord knows I ain't speaking no bad juju or nothing over nobody. I'm just telling a story, Lord. If, just say your plan worked. Mama Bear has already lost one child due to violence that he had no control over. Do you think if you would have hurt Mama Bear's other child, what country you think you're going to live in? You're not going to live in the United States. Because Mama Bear could be 93 years old. The type of bear Mama Bear is, Mama Bear would have hunt you down like a rabid dog. Mama Bear was going to find you. Mama Bear was going to find you. It wouldn't have been not one rock unturned. If Mama Bear had to get out on the corner and sell her body to earn money, Mama Bear would do that. That's her baby. She's already lost one baby. You think two? And you threatened her? And she not, it ain't gonna be no repercussions behind it. Use a damn lie. Not only that, Papa Bear, gee, Papa Bear belongs to a bicycle group. He belongs to a bicycle group. Bicycle groups in each state connect with one another. Oh, they connect with one another. Bicycle groups ride from state to state. Okay? Our bicycle group need to do is go from their state to your state. Connect with some other bicycle riders in your state. They would have found you. They would have found you. And needless to say, Mama Bear was going to be in that side court. You know that side court like Barney Fife and Andy Griffin? They ride in together and Barney be sitting in that side court. Mama Bear would have been sitting over there riding shotgun. And when they would have found you, you probably would have been hooked to the back of that motorcycle. And drug and drug and drug and drug till they got tired. But not only that, you got 7 to 10 cheering. You got. Okay? You don't plot and plan that on nobody. That's bad karma. That's bad juju. I told you got 10 children. You speaking that over your 10 children's lives. Your children have children. You speaking that over your 29 grandchildren's lives. You wasn't a good mom, so you jealous of that mom and that daughter's relationship. You, as a child, wanted to be a prosecutor. You didn't go forward with your dreams. So now you just trying to plan up something, and you copying papers to make yourself look important. You mailing out papers. You reporting to the boy and to the highest, whoever you. Your paperwork ain't going nowhere. You need some help. It's time. It's time. You done tormented that family for the last 3 years. From the mama to the prosecutor. It's time for you to stop. It's time for you to sit down, think about the decisions and the things that you're doing. You have been exposed for what you were trying to do. This plot. You've been exposed. You ought to be embarrassed. Your job, whether you know it or not, if you have health insurance on your job, they do have where you can get some help. And it's supposed to be anonymous, and they're not supposed to ask you anything about it. You just need to take step 1 and tell them you need to talk to somebody. And it should be covered under your job. And go see somebody about some help. You done scammed your chat before, telling them you was going to get an attorney. You done scammed your chat before, You need some help getting to the state to serve the papers. You know how to tell a good story to fool these people. I don't know if you hypnotizing them or what you're doing. I can't wait till my channel get monetized so I can hypnotize y'all. Bing. I'm gonna be like Jenny. Bing. So I can hypnotize y'all. So y'all can turn your pockets inside out and give it to classy lady. I'm gonna be going bing, bing. So when I do bing, y'all know what to do. Let me stop. Y'all come back tomorrow here. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna bing y'all. It might be one day my doggone head hurting and I do that. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Yeah. No, I believe she be having something on the paper. Riri, she be having something on the paper. But we don't know what's on the papers. We don't know what's on the papers. She could be copying their union manual. She could be copying their work manual. We don't know what she have on the papers. Yeah. She's still stuck in in that underage child's mind. Seriously, she needs some help. She do need some help. Prosecutor, you take this seriously. Because I'm not joking. I love you. I have grown to love you. You have become my cyber niece. You really have. And it's a many a times, baby, I've been looking up some red-eye flights. I told y'all my Dooney and Burke suitcase over here stay packed. It stay packed with my undies, my gowns, my little caftans. I got a what is that? My toiletry. I got a toiletry bag I keep in there. Ever so often I take things out, put new things in there. It stays packed. It don't take classy lady to pull up a couple of warm-ups in there or a couple of dresses. I could just go to the black section and pull out about 5 things. It won't take me long, depending on how long I'm going. And heck, I can just buy the rest of the clothes there. All I need is my underwear and some gowns and some socks to put on my feet at night and my toiletries. It won't take me nothing to slang my medicine in there. I'll be good. I'll be good. Get somebody to come pick me up. I ain't that far from the airport, y'all. I could be there like that. It been many times. I swear. I ain't gonna swear to God. I swear before cheese and crackers. Y'all, I done got so mad. And me and prosecutor both are Aries. So some of our ways, we got some of the ways we got alike. That girl said, prosecutor likes red. I love red. Prosecutor tells the truth. I tells the truth. Prosecutor said the other day that almost knocked me out my seat. Prosecutor said she loved chocolate ice cream. Well, I'll be damned. I love chocolate ice cream. If any ice cream I go to first, it's going to be chocolate. I said, God, dog, it was scary how some of us Aries can act alike. Prosecutor going on vacation for her birthday. God, dog, I wish I could meet her. But I'm going to be on a cruise for mine. We thinking alike. We want to be somewhere for our birthday. And thank God, out of the last 2 years, almost 3 this year, I'm able to start traveling again. Knock on wood. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I done fooled around there and did my income tax, y'all. I get a little change back. Oh, that'll allow me to get another cruise or two in this year. It's gonna allow me to get somewhere. I better put some money back. But baby, I'm gonna be on a tight budget for myself. Cause I gotta put money back that I done spent this last year. I don't know why. Anyway, let me get back to the story. Let me stop getting on me. We talk about me another day. Yeah, so old girl, $30 is living in I say her 8-year-old mind. And this is something I heard, and I may have heard it and I may not. But again, that's why some of the stuff, the numbers, the people and stuff, I'm not saying nothing close to them because I'm not saying allegedly. I'm telling a story. It's story time about a real situation. I'm using different people and different stuff. So say this other lady, she has a group. She gets on her live one day and she said that if it had been exposed in her group, that she wouldn't have never told. Girl, woman, you got 2 boys. One of them got popped in their head by their girlfriend. And you mean to tell me your boy lived? So you mean to tell me some type of violence happened in your family with your child and somebody else's child had a threat over their head and you wouldn't have said nothing? God dealing with you now. Because he knew what you was thinking before you even said it. He knew long time ago because you had thought that in your mind a while back. But you let that come out of your mouth. Girl, around that time when that plotting and stuff was going on, didn't you lose 3 of your relatives? 3 of your siblings? Back to back. And you let that come out your mouth that you wouldn't have said nothing? See, you thought about that long time ago. And you don't realize, and you ain't never thought about, that karma came around and got you. 3 of your siblings, back to back, lost their lives. It wasn't through violence. But you just wouldn't have thought that. That wouldn't have been nothing you would have thought about to tell or whisper in somebody's ear, hey, this what they planning on doing. Don't say I said nothing. So you hear that. So if everything would have circled back around, and I don't know how it go, if prosecutor is working undercover to go after y'all, it may not be something she can actually do to y'all, but you would best believe if it was me, all y'all name would be on that docket. Nothing at the end, nothing may happen, but you would be out of money. You'd be out some money to get an attorney for them to look through them documents. And you would have to go to court I'd make all y'all go come to court. I make all y'all in that group, all y'all that made comments. Yeah, get her. Do this, do that. All y'all. I make all y'all come to court. At the end, I may say, Judge, drop it. Because I would make sure you spent money for an attorney. You had to get there. You got to get your lodging. You got to get all of this. You would be out of some money. I would get all of y'all. Because you see, it don't take but one or two. Just like cartoon Disney worker told and want to tell prosecutor, and she got all this information. But you think that you can erase this off of your computer? You can erase this off of YouTube? Y'all know the government and stuff can get that stuff. Y'all know they can get all of that. Just like you plot how to commit a murder. What kind of charges can I get? You done looked all that stuff up. Y'all look at the first 48. Y'all look at all these crime shows. And y'all see how these people get this stuff out these computers. They ping these cell towers. It may take time, depending on how strong the case is and whoever picks the case up, if they really want to work with it. But in the case that it's a prosecutor involved, oh baby, y'all gonna be cooking like. Have you ever seen that commercial years ago? They break that egg and say, "This is your brain on drugs," and that them eggs will be bubbling in that pan. I don't know if they show that commercial in y'all state, but here in my state, they would show this. This is your brain on drugs, and they crack that egg and put that egg in there, and it be sunny side up. And you know how that white part, the yolk part, the white part of the egg be bubbling. They say that's your brain on drugs. That would be your ass in that frying pan, just a bubbling stomach, just a bubbling. You'd have to wear a diaper to court because you'd be hitting on yourself. I know I would. I don't want to go to court. For what? I done been to court. I done sat on a murder charge. I done sat on a murder charge in court. Open my big mouth. Me and the people right next to me. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about some stuff up in here. Yeah, they got screen. Well, I think she deleted it because when I went, I didn't see it. I saw that it was put there, but it was retracted. But that's okay. We all heard it. And like I say, you can get the deleting. And if that person that posted it remember what date, or if anybody know what date, y'all write that date down and put it in there. If y'all remember the date. Well, so much that we can screenshot it in there. Even if it's taken out, we can screenshot the date it was put in there. So therefore, that person said it either that same day or hours before. So it could be pinpointed to that day. And if they had to go and look for it. Ooh, girl, you gotta drop some gems. Yeah, it could be pinpointed. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's, because I went look and it was just a blank thing. Yeah, they gonna be some accessories. some accessories, and not these accessories. Not them accessories. Yeah. Yeah. But it's word. Yeah. It's not in four either. Cause when I looked in four, I just saw it like a tape. And I think when the uploader erases it, it erases it from everybody. I think. Because people have sent me stuff before, and when you try to go back to it and click on it, it'll say deleted by the uploader or something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. It don't matter. Some people didn't already than call the FBI. Yeah. So um something may come of it, and something needs to come of it. Even if it don't go the whole 100 yards, it need to be at least get to the 50-yard line to make some people poop in their pants and rethink to not ever do something like that again. But the person or persons, the main characters in it, need to be taught a lesson. And the number one person that started the whole mess, she needs to be locked up. But she needs to be locked up at the Cuckoo Hospital, and she needs to get some help. She needs to go in there where they can work on her. And once she gets some help and she do a 12-step, 30-step program, a 30-day program, 60-day program, she really do need some help, because you're 50. And if you want to be a prosecutor, go to school. Go to school to be a prosecutor. You still can, you might be 90 practicing law, but hey, and you may be smart as a whip, and it may not even take you that long. You may be smart. And the way you copying papers and stuff and looking up stuff, girl, you might go go real fast in law school. Go to law school. Get you a degree. Practice law. Become a prosecutor. If that's what you want to do, you still can do what you want to do. As long as God blow breath in your body, you still got time to do it. Go ahead and do it. But don't knock another sister down for taking care of business and doing what she's doing. We're older. We're supposed to be the seasoned ones. We're supposed to show them the way. We're supposed to grab them by the hand and pull them up. I don't have a degree like that. I haven't been to school like that, but I have enough common sense that I can tell prosecutor. I can teach prosecutor some things. Prosecutor can teach me some stuff in the book. I can teach prosecutor some street stuff. Not gangster street stuff, but some common sense street stuff. Because I'm much older than her. I've learned. I listen. I learn from older people that's older than me, seasoned people. We're supposed to be pulling them up and showing them the way. And I believe I got enough knowledge in me and common sense that I can help some people along the way. I really do. I really do believe that. So I can help prosecutor in a different way, and she can help me in a different way. We can learn from each other. But I see this young lady that has made a way for herself and still making a way for herself and her child. Why would I cut her down? What good is it going to do me to cut her down and she's doing the damn thing? That's just like my oldest godchild. My oldest godchild is a hairdresser. No, she don't do hair. She's a hairdresser. She's a salon owner. Her sister went to school as well. She's a salon owner. Y'all ought to see when you walk in the shop. They buzz you in. Big sister on one side of the aisle, little sister on that side of the aisle. Y'all don't know how they make my heart smile. Because little sister asked me one day, why you can't be my nanny? Because I have treated my goddaughter as mine. And when I walk in the shop, hey, nanny, you look cute. Where you going? I say, I'm coming to get my hair done. You coming? I say, girl, you don't know who I may meet once I leave this shop. And I have them laughing. Yeah. But I give her knowledge. I give my great nieces knowledge. I tell them things. They can school me on things. My niece, that girl is smart as a whip. Smart. 2 masters. And a bunch of kids. She have a bunch of kids. She have a bunch of kids because her heart wanted to have a blended family. And she got 5 of a blended family. Plus her kids. That's the one I told you, the kids in the airport holding their passports with their boarding pass. Them children have been more places than me. They got more stamps on their passports than me. I'm trying to get like them little children. One of my nieces just turned 4. One just turned 5. Within a week's time. They got more stamps on their passports than they Annie. Then Abigail. That's what they call me. Some of them call me Nanny. Some of them call me Abigail. Whichever one. Just long as you know that I'm your auntie and I'm older than you and you respect me. We good. Yeah. Yeah, they don't never want to get involved. But I tell you, if it would be in the group that I'm involved in, I'm going to check you for one. That wasn't nice. Or you shouldn't do that. You need to take that out of here. We don't want to be involved in that. Or, hey, such and such and such. Something. You see something, say something. You may not get in the physical altercation or whatever, or jump in front of the bullet. But hey, jump in front the imaginary one and, say something. There's no reason why that woman should have been plotting and planning for 8 months and nobody said anything. What if that nut case would have went through with that? What if she would have went through with that? You trying to attack this prosecutor. What if her child would have been there seeing this? And so Numbnut, your friend, she was coming with you. The one that live in the shed. I guess she was coming with you. Now, both of y'all got children that's in reform school. One for raping a man. So you in there for football numbers. And the other one, you trying to get people from Africa. You trying to transport people from Africa over here. You get caught smuggling in them over here for $1,500. You get caught. So now you in reform school. You were supposed to be out in December. You were supposed to be out in January. Oh, he's free. He can come. He can go in and out when he want to. It's February. You still in reform school. You gonna be in reform school till probably the end of this year and sometime next year. Boo boo, you in the Fed. They don't do half. You do day for day. She didn't know that? Now, if they told them a year and a half, you going to be in that year and a half. I don't care how good your behavior is. You can be in that year and a half. So y'all, these people, their minds is gone. They living in they not living in the real world. They fantasize in the world they live in. And $30 had a daughter to go to jail for fraud. She got about 10 children. Where them 10 cheering at? I told y'all she had 29. She don't interact with 3 of the 29. 3 of the children of the 29. That's the only one. The rest of them, she don't give a damn. She don't care where they at. She don't care what they do. That's why when she went to her son's wedding and she tried to play grandma, them children looking up at her like, who are you? Who are you? I don't know you. Come here, shorty. Come give grandma a hug. I don't know you. Who are you? I ain't never seen you before. Them children ain't want nothing to do with her. That's what you get for on YouTube filming everything. Children looking at her like, who is that? You don't have no relationship with none of your 29 grandchildren. You don't have no relationship with them. Just 3 of them. 3 of them you have a relationship with. The rest of them, you couldn't give a good god dang where they at, what they doing, nothing. Nothing. You couldn't care. But you tell your chat every day, you a bunch of apologize. And they sit there and listen. And you talk about you talk like you chewing on some limes or some lemons. I listened to you last night. I said, I'm gonna listen. You sound like you was cuckoo. You was on live for 2 hours. I promise y'all that first 45 minutes. Hey flower pot. Hey green shoe. Hey water bottle. Hey eyeglasses. Hey Auntie Gloria. Hey. I ain't seen you in a while. I kept hitting my little line. Hit the little line to keep fast forwarding. Because you ain't talking about it. The whole first 40 minutes, probably the first hour, you said hey to everybody. Thank you for the gifts. That's so sweet of you. You might have your gift set at 50 or 100. And you expect people to give you every day 100 to 50 gifts. Don't you know they got to buy them gifts ahead of time? Most people going to spend like $10 on the gifts at a time. And it only gives you so many. So if you give you 200 gifts, that ain't gonna last them about 3 days. And if there's other content creators they need to give to, it's not gonna last them. And then you expect them to give you super chats, super stickers, gifts, cash apps, and hold a membership. Y'all want too much. Y'all want too much. At least be appreciative that they have a membership. And if they don't have a membership, then 9 times out of 10, they gonna give you. They gonna do a super chat, super sticker. May cash app you. May buy you lunch. But let sometimes people do it from their heart. Not you setting 50 goals. And then some of y'all set the 50 goals and put it at what, $4.99 or $5? Well, when you put it at that amount, everybody may not want to give you $5 at that time. Somebody might want to give you 99 cents. Some may want to give you $1.99 so it could register. But if you setting it at $4.99 and $5, and I turn around and give you $2, mine ain't gonna register on your little bullseye thing. But yet you got your goal of 50 or 100. Girl, get out of here. That's all you was doing last night for about the first hour. I kept moving that thing. You really didn't talk about nothing. And then when you got to talking about the Temu wigs. And guess how much I got this one for? You look so pretty. No, I paid $4 for it. And you told them how to maintain it, which that's content. You told them how much you paid for it, how you go about doing Temu and stuff. It's just like playing a game. I played a little 1 cent game and stuff. And how to maintain your wig. You plug your Marcells up. I ain't know that. Plug them up. Let them get hot. No, you don't plug them up. You get some boiling hot water and you stick your Marcells in there and then you curl your synthetic hair. You curl your wig or you do whatever you're gonna do to your wig with the technique that she showed you. It may work. I don't know. I don't wear wigs. But that's what she was telling about. And she had a daughter to give her some knives that she got from Temu. There was looked like some gold-plated knives and stuff. She holding the grandbaby. And she playing with that knife like this here. And picking this one up. See, this is a butcher knife and holding the baby like this. Yeah, see, this is a butcher knife. And yeah, see, this is a chef's knife. And that girl came right over there and picked her baby up. That was the best thing. Because that nut, and the baby just looking at her like, every now and again, the baby kind of look over at her. And she said, that baby was like, baby, I don't feel safe in your arms. Yeah, she playing with the knife, showing them, getting all 4 of them. I thought I was looking at a magic show. She's showing them. Yeah, baby and arm. Yeah, that girl did right to come and pick her baby up. Hey, Annette, how you doing? Welcome over. Yeah, she did good to pick her baby up. You wouldn't have been flying with them knives around mine. They know that woman ain't stable. That woman is not stable. Anybody that plan to take somebody out and you working hard as you can because you got a husband and the brother stay there, I don't think either one of them work. You got too many batting balls stay up in your house for all of them not to be working. The only people should not be working in that house is them three grandbabies, them three. And if you got a minor child there. All the mother with batting balls and a glove, everybody would be at work. When I come home or when I went to work, everybody would be on the job, either going or either coming. And the money would be flowing in that house. I'm not going to be the only one. I'm going to have some money that I could take and put to the side where I don't always have to buy synthetic wigs. I don't always have to shop on Temu. I can go out and buy me some nice stuff. I can upgrade my house. My house don't look like that 70s show. And see about purchasing the house from the people y'all renting it from. Or if not that one, if all 10 of y'all gonna stay in that house, maybe try to get a bigger house if you're gonna do a family affair type thing. It's nothing wrong with people living with each other. The other races do it, live together. But then get you a big enough house where y'all can kind of spread out a little bit. And don't be the only one cooking. Because you can't say that everybody cook nasty, because you cook nasty too. And your kitchen be dirty. While you all up on the internet, on this good internet. Towels hanging from your stove. You like red so much, put all red towels across your stove. Like mine, I got a fruit kitchen. So I got fruit towels hanging on mine. They all match. You like red so much, put some red towels in front there. Not an old dirty dish towel. Maybe that out the bathroom. And then one orange towel hanging, all of them just kind of hanging over the rack. Lady, don't do that no more. Get you some help. Get you some help. You need some serious help. Something is seriously wrong with you, $30. Get you some help. You talk about God. Pray to God that God can harden out your heart and can forgive you for the evil thoughts and the evil things that you have done. The evil things that you probably will do. Ask him to harden out your heart. You've been through some stuff over your years. You have. You've been through some horrific stuff according to what you say. According to what you say. We can only go on what you tell us. But from what you said, you haven't had a good upbringing. So, with that being said, you need to get some help. And there's nothing wrong with you going and talk to somebody. I heard they do it virtually now. You can talk to somebody like we talking and talk to them. And it may be more comfortable for you to do that. But please get some help. And please get that thought out of your mind about unaliving somebody. And if some of your people are over here, y'all wrong for not saying something ahead of time. Because if it was you or your family members, you would want somebody to say something. We see people crying on TV all the time about their loved ones. Somebody has hurt their loved ones or they gone on. And they want to find the person that did it so that they can get some satisfaction. I'm going to close with this. I had a girl that went to school with me. She's a year older than me. And her daughter, young daughter, have a little boy. And she and a friend was going to work early one morning. She had a food truck. And she was headed to her food truck. And I don't know if it was some road rage because the girl really never said, or you know how investigators try to put something together, but rage. And when they were going down the street, and I don't know, like I said, road rage or whatever, and the other car had about 3 people in there, and they were whatever they were doing, and they started shooting in the car. The daughter was the driver, and the passenger was hit as well. The daughter was hit, causing them to wreck. They, I think, sprayed the car, and something happened to their car. I guess when they hit them, and they wrecked, and they kept on going, and they caught a flat. But the young lady and the guy in the car with her, she passed on, and the other car kept going, but they caught a flat. So they didn't get that far. And I don't know if somebody saw and called or whatever. But anyway, she ended up getting out there and found out that her daughter passed. I think 1 or 2 of them was still there, and one, I think the main shooter got away, fled. Of course, long story short, I guess by the time they decided to throw the book at the other 2, they told who else was in the car, and it was a manhunt for that person or whatever. And I think it took about a couple of days for them to find him, or somebody, once they, what they do here, they start putting a reward over your head. $5,000. The longer it go, maybe $10,000. Victims Association, or I forgot what it's called. They may match it, so it's $10,000. If the family got a little change that they can put to it, they may add $5,000. So you might have $15,000 over your head. You think somebody ain't gonna tell for $15,000? I told my dad just yesterday. I told my dad that. He said one of our relatives was in jail because they pew-pewed somebody. I say, well, did they kill him? He said, I don't know the details. I say, well, he better be glad I ain't know nothing about it. I say, well, when about did that happen? So he didn't have no details, because family can be secretive when they want to. And so we riding down the street, and we at a red light. And I told my dad, I said, he better be glad I don't know or didn't know, because I would have told on him. I said, I'd have got that reward money. And I was sitting at the red light. I'm looking, now y'all, I'm in the seat rocking like this, looking out the window. I say, because I would have got that reward money. And you know how you can feel somebody looking at you? And I looked, and my daddy was like, you would have told? I said, shoot, I sure would have. He said, you would have told on him for $5,000? I say, huh? He would have been good as gone. I would have got that $5,000. As hard as times is. But not so much as hard as times is. Because you did something you ain't had no business doing. You were not brought up like that. What made you feel that you could shoot somebody else? Was it self-defense? Were y'all in a scuffle or something? Knowing him, knowing that how his background has been lately, you was doing something you ain't had no business. You probably was trying to rob somebody. So hell yeah, I would have turned him in. I would have got $5,000, $10,000. I would have been in the cop car and behind, and would have went right there. I don't care if it would have been my auntie house. We'd have drove right up to my auntie's house. And I'd have been right there. See, I told you he was here. Now I want my money. I would have turned him in. That's a hurting thing for something to happen to your family member. And you can't get justice and you don't know who did it. That's a hurting thing. It's just like them ones that with that that plot. But moral of the story is, and I'm getting ready to go, y'all. And I hope I got everybody. Let me check. Because his internet popped off and popped back on. I want to thank y'all for visiting my channel. Thank y'all for coming over for my story time. I didn't really try to be on here this length of time, but I had to kind of get it out. And y'all know that when I tell my stories, I get a little bit animated, and I got to get my point across. And I'm glad that y'all reacted with me and everything. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Y'all, please, please, please go on my lives and just let one of them play. I'm trying to get to that first 1,000. Y'all, just go on one of my lives and let it play. Get me to that first 1,000. It seemed like I can't get over that 700 and something mark for nothing. I've been on that for the longest. Please go on my live. Let it play for an hour. Even if it go into the next one. Let it rock you to sleep. Let's get me over that first 1,000 mark. If you're new, please subscribe. Help me to get my counters up. So, the moral to the story of the young lady that lost her life and left her 3-year-old for the 55-year-old grandma to raise a 3-year-old. They went to court. They were sentenced to 45 years for murder and an additional 25 years for assault and something else. A total of 70 years. Thank God. Now that was justice. That was justice served. So $30, I hope you listening to this. This is somebody that ran somebody off the road and unalived a person. They got 70 years. This was just a regular entrepreneur person. And you got a plot on a prosecutor, a government and federal official. Good, they gonna throw the book at you. Get you some help. Get you some help. So with that being said, y'all, Classy Lady is getting out of here. Tomorrow is Friday. See y'all tomorrow. Angels on everybody's pillow. Thank y'all for coming over. I love you, and I'll see you later. Good night.